You all know by now that I like my house to be as clean as humanly possible, so I wanted to walk you all through some of my daily cleaning routine essentials that I do to maintain a clean house and make sure it's looking good, because if my house is a mess, my mind is a mess, I cannot think. So I need my home to be squeaky clean, almost looking like no one lives here. So let me walk you all through everything I do on a daily basis. Okay, first things first, I make the bed. I already got a head start, so we're just gonna straighten up the nightstands and give the rug a good vacuum because it definitely needs it. Next up is laundry. I try to do 1 to 2 loads per day just to stay on top of it. Separated out everything on the floor over there, so I'm just bringing it over to wash it. Okay, next up, we're gonna work in the living room. I'm just gonna straighten up and vacuum. Rob's down here, he's doing dishes. The dishes and the kitchen is kind of his area, so we're gonna hit everything else. Okay, you guys, and the next thing I'm gonna do is wipe down all the surfaces. I do this in every single room, but I'm just, Rob, I can see you. Trying to embarrass me in front of my friends. Okay, so I do all these things in every room, but I'm just showing you a couple of the rooms. I'm not gonna go through the entire house. Maybe I'll get on that level one day of filming like an entire home reset, but just for today, I just wanna show you the basic overview. So we're gonna wipe down the surfaces here in the breakfast nook and then move on. Okay, so now I'm just gonna straighten up in the sunroom a little bit and pull these shades down because it gets so hot in here. Okay, and this is just a once a week thing, but I am gonna water my plants. Okay, and the last thing we're gonna do is light some candles so that we can start our day. Shout out to Rob, because whenever the kitchen is clean, the dishes are done, I feel like the whole house is already put together, and it is just such a good feeling. Okay guys, so a couple weeks ago we introduced, or maybe it was even a couple months ago at this point, I lose track of time easy, but we introduced the kids to the show That's So Raven, and you guys, watching it now as an adult had me thinking, okay, if this show was current, first of all, it was my favorite show back in the day, one of my favorite shows, but if it was current, I would still be obsessed, but I wonder what the home decor would give now. So if That's So Raven was your favorite show back in the day, I kind of went on a deep dive and I was thinking, how would I decorate the set? What would Raven Baxter have in her home as like a grown adult, still her vibe, but as a grown adult? And I found a few home decor pieces that I think she would love. And if That's So Raven was your favorite show back in the day, I think you might love these things too. So if we take a close look at the set design of That's So Raven, it is very colorful, but it's not too vibrant and bright. It's almost like jewel tones, like deep, rich tones, and also contrasting patterns. Like it's a lot going on. They had a very colorful house, lots of patterns, lots of textures. So when I was looking for home decor, I kept that in mind, but I wanted to modernize it and make it more present day. The first thing that I saw were these mercury glass orbs, kind of just like wall art that you can put obviously up on your wall. And something about these orbs reminded me of looking into the future. It's very, what is that lens? It's like a fish eye lens. It kind of reminded me of that. And obviously it's very iconic that Raven would look into the future and her eyes would get huge and she would see and predict what was gonna happen and then snap back to reality. I feel like you could kind of have that same vibe with these orbs looking in them. So I thought this would be perfect. I also loved this vase. This vase right here is that green, rich, earthy tone, but still very, very colorful. You could even make this more colorful by arranging it sort of like how they have it here with the different color flowers. You could add some pink, some oranges, some purples. This just reminds me so much of That's So Raven, the colors. I absolutely love this. I think it's very fun as well. I tried to keep that in mind. I'm like, this show is a comedy. It's a funny show. So I wanted to get things that were very lighthearted and I don't know, just kind of put a smile on your face. And I feel like because of the color of this, the shape, the texture, it achieves that. And of course, when I think of That's So Raven, I think of the color purple. I think of pink and purple, but really a rich jewel tone purple. And I feel like these two wall art pieces really encapsulate that. I love them. They're both very, very similar, but also very different. One is framed in kind of just like a more of like a swirly abstract shape. And the other one is a lot more textured, but still that same like pink and purple color. I think if you're gonna do color like this, I know our girl Raven had a very colorful house. Everything was colorful. I don't think there was a neutral thing in that house, but I think nowadays a little bit different. I would probably have a more neutral backdrop and then add in these colors as just accents. One of the things I noticed in Raven's room was she had this huge pink bookcase filled with all of her little trinkets and things and collectibles and books. So I figured to give a little nod to that, this wall shelf here, I think would be perfect in a bathroom near a vanity area, just to keep, you know, hand creams and face creams and perfumes, just to kind of modernize it and make it more grown up. We don't have like a lot of these little trinkets. I mean, maybe I guess we do in our own right, we do. But I think as you get older, you kind of have more essentials that you need to keep on a shelf now. So I think something like this in a bathroom would be perfect. It comes in gold and it also comes in in a wooden color. It also comes in 3 different sizes. Okay, next up, when I was looking in Raven's room, she had this block square patterned rug, very bold, very colorful. And I think to have something similar, but a little bit more present day, I love this rug. So it still has the block design, but it's just a little bit more approachable, a little bit more toned down. I love this. It comes in 2 different colors. One is this mauve color with more pinks and blues. And then they also have a taupe. I love the taupe. It almost has this dark hunter green block pattern with these like yellow blocks in there. I mean, you can see it. I'm gonna pop it up on the screen. I think these rugs are beautiful. If you didn't want to do like a full huge rug in this pattern, you could even do a 2.5 by 9 for your kitchen, for your hallway, just to add a little bit of personality, adding something fun, something lighthearted. It doesn't all have to be neutral and safe. If you want to experiment with pattern, experiment with color, I think this is a really great option. Okay, speaking of fun and lightheartered and having a good time, our Raven loved texture. She loved texture and she loved print. She was known for a print, okay? It was never gonna give tonal. It was never gonna give that. This zebra, oh, it's not zebra, it's tiger. This tiger print pillow I think is so beautiful. Yes, it's a print. Yes, it's bold because it's animal print, but I think because it's a neutral color, you could put it on a couch, you could put it on a chair, you could put it on your bed, and it still makes sense and look incredibly chic. Okay, and then I found these square coasters. They come in 2 different colors, our iconic purple and then chartreuse, and I love these. I think these are so beautiful for hosting, for yourself. Like, I think they're so beautiful and different and unique. And then I also found these cute little jade dishes. I'm picturing even putting them on your nightstand. It's a pop of color, it's a pop of interest, and I love this. I feel like before you go to sleep, you could take your jewelry off, put them in this little dish. They're so cute. They come in a bunch of different colors. I love this. It's little things like that that are just very unique and kind of quirky and different. And I feel like that really was a common theme throughout the show. Very quirky and funny and different and unique. And when I found these things online, I was like, I have to share this. I loved doing this, searching for different home decor that I normally wouldn't purchase for my home, but it had a theme to it. This was very fun for me. I really enjoyed searching through the lens of Raven and what I think a 35, 36-year-old Raven Baxter would have in her home. And I absolutely love this. So I will link all these down below. You have to let me know if you watched That's So Raven. I mean, you had to have, right? I'm assuming you did, but let me know what your favorite show is. Should I do another one of these? I was even thinking maybe the next one doing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because there's so many different characters there. So to find a home decor style that blends everyone in, I feel like that could be really fun and just honestly a creative outlet for me. So let me know and I will link all these things down below. I'm the worst. I am the worst. You guys, I already started filming. We're making charcuterie chips. Thank God, all I did was pour the chips out, okay? Thank God I didn't continue. We're making charcuterie chips. The kids are on their way home. Rob went to go pick them up. They have this after school thing. But anyway, basically, if you have never heard of charcuterie board chips, or they're also called charcuterie nachos, it's basically just chips with all the charcuterie board toppings baked in the oven just for a little bit, and then that's it. That sounds delicious. I love charcuterie boards, so this is right up my alley. I cannot wait to try it. Literally all you missed was me getting a baking sheet and putting chips out. So didn't miss much. Now that you're here, we can continue. Okay, so this is what these charcuterie chips are looking like. I'm gonna put it in the oven for, I don't know, probably like 5 minutes. I don't want the chips to get like super burnt and crispy, so just a couple minutes and then we'll be able to eat. I'm just waiting for the cheese to melt really, and maybe this prosciutto to cook up, but this is looking so good and I'm hungry. Like, this is perfect. Oh my gosh, perfect timing. Okay, so while that cooks, I'm gonna chop up some cucumber and put some red wine vinegar on it. That's what I like with my charcuterie boards. This has become like my go-to. So I'm just gonna make that real quick. It's not even really making anything. It's literally just chopping up and adding vinegar. But something about like, it just tastes so good to me, like a fresh cucumber. And I wasn't always like this. Honestly, it has to be a mini cucumber. A mini cucumber, red wine vinegar, salt and pepper, perfect. And it's literally just one cucumber. So I'm just gonna put it in here. I don't even know if all this is gonna fit actually. I might do 2. Okay, I'll do 2. Have you seen those TikToks that are like, it's kind of old now, but sometimes you just need to eat one full cucumber? I feel him because same. So I just have the cucumbers in these little dishes. Gonna put some red wine vinegar. I like a lot. I like it to be really tangy. And plus the longer you let this sit, like it's gonna taste so good. Okay, and I think the chips are pretty much ready. So let me hurry up. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. I'm losing it. And then a little bit of salt. Let's get our chips out because I'm pretty sure they're ready. I don't want them to be like burnt. Guys, I'm really trying with this cooking thing. So I really hope it turns out good. Oh, I don't even have a mitten. Okay. Ooh, oh, it looks good. Oh my gosh, you guys, it looks actually really good. Come on, TikTok. Maybe I didn't need any of those cookbooks. Maybe I just need TikTok. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. It looks so delicious. I kind of just want to eat it off the tray like this, but maybe I'll just make myself a little plate. Although I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose of a charcuterie board. But anyway, this is what it's looking like. It looks so good. Okay, so I ended up just putting everything on this cutting board here. It looks incredible and it tastes even better. I tried some off camera and really it just tastes like cheesy, salty chips with a little bit of sweetness because of the fig jam. So, so good. And of course, I told you I love the cucumbers with red wine vinegar. Like it's just the perfect combo with this charcuterie board. I could, and I was thinking, oh, I should add some fruit on here, but it's fine for the sake of right now. I just wanted to test out the charcuterie chips and I would rate them a 10 out of 10. They are so good.